My name's Ronnie, aka Ronibus. I am the team captain, IGL, of the Kaiser University of Pembroke Pines Valorant esports team. Today we're going to be covering today the fundamentals of the things you should be doing in Valorant. These things are going to be aim, positioning, movement, and utility usage. And if you enjoy this video, consider subscribing, leaving a like, and I hope you enjoy. We've loaded into the map, and we're going to cover essential things you need to do to become this better player. Just get good at the game. What can I say? Aim, positioning, movement, and utility usage are all the key factors that can win you a game, win you rounds, and win you the match. It's the fundamentals you need to get down. So we're going to be covering aim right now. And the first thing with aim is your crosshair placement. You know, you don't want it looking on the floor, obviously. You're not working a 9 to 5, mopping the floors. There's no reason to be looking at the floor. Try to be looking at head level at all times. All times. The only instances where you will need to learn different parts of the maps. So let's say we're on ascent right now. You have this stairs angle right here. And if I'm aiming head level, I turn the corner. What if he's up there, right? So you're going to have to learn the different parts of the maps. It's very important learning the maps and learning where they could be. So this is, some people play here, it's very off angle-y, unless they crouch right behind there, but then there's somewhere you could be aiming at head level, which is like here. Some maps have indicators, but unfortunately I play in low settings, and low settings, this is the disadvantage. You can't see little particular markers. Some markers are like, you see the little bricks standing. That's head level. Some bricks. This part of the rope, that's head level. Or the logs. Like this. So next thing is reaction speed. So reaction speed and pre-firing, you could kind of like mesh them together. As in, you're going to have to react to the pre-fire. If you're going to pre-fire an angle, you have to initiate it before you swing. So what I say is that I see players swing and then spray and then consider that a pre-fire. I think you could do this better, as right before you stop, you spray. Like, boom. As in, swing and then shoot. Swing and then shoot. This is the best way you can pre-fire, is boom, boom, boom. And this is where crosshair placement plays a key factor, is these kind of positions. Pre-firing, aim, crosshair placement, very important. And then let's also talk about spray control. Look me in the eyes, viewer, and listen to me right now. Do not spray unless they are under 5 meters. As when I say that is, unless they're right in front of you, as in like right here, do not spray. Burst or tap fire. What I mean by burst or tap firing is burst or tap firing. So in sequence of 2 bullets, burst, burst, reposition, reposition, burst, burst. So what I'm doing basically is this: A, D, let go, D, let go, D, let go, D, spray, D, spray, D, spray, you know? A, boom, boom, boom. Pizza cake. Pizza cake, brother. And this also works with tapping, is this. But depending on the guns, a Vandal doesn't do the burst firing as good as the Phantom at longer range, but it's still a one-shot headshot. So, yep. So now you know crosshair placement, reaction speed, precision, spray control, and tap control. Those are the fundamentals of just aiming. Once you get those down, you can be like Scream or Yay, or even maybe Tens. And then some of the tips I could recommend is just going into practice range, or maybe just the practice range. And then I'll show you at the end of this video some tips or some routines that I would do to do something like this. So stick to the end of the video and you'll see what I do in the aim labs or training range. Next thing is positioning / movement. This can break down into macro positioning, rotations, timings, and angles you choose to hold, movement, and gunfights. So let's say we're playing on Ascent and I am a defender. So some of the things, as in the micromanagement, would be movement and crosshair placement play in role. So when I say this is, there's a guy holding short or tree with a assault rifle or a sniper rifle, right? So I'm playing Reyna, so I could do this by myself, but if you need a flash, just communicate with your teammates. Throw this flash, pre-aim, pre-fire. It's a sequence of movement and positioning yourself where you can win that gunfight. So another big thing is positioning when you're peeking in an angle, right? That doesn't work if you don't peek the angle right. So let's say there's a person holding right here, very common spot. But if I peek like this is the worst way you can peek. If you're like in front of the wall and then you swing. Reason one is the person holding this angle can see your shoulder before you see him, so he already anticipates the shot. And then jiggle, it's no bueno. So what I catch myself doing is when I'm here and I realize, oh no, I'm too close to the angle, I back myself up and then I'm further away from the angle, so it's more even gunfight where he doesn't see me first due to my shoulders sticking out. So then I can anticipate and then swing wide. I usually swing wide, or it's a finesse. You swing wide, you swing narrow. It depends on the situation and the enemy and the way you've been playing. But since it's a most common angle, you swing wide or you stand back from the angle, and then you would pre-fire. Boom, boom. Also pre-aim head level. Okay. Bueno, very bueno. Okay. So then we have rotations. It is kind of hard to show by myself, but say we're attacking and let's say we're attacking and we're going B. Okay, B is the end goal right now. Let's say we get a pick, free pick. So now we either have two options. We say B and we act instantly on that pick, or we lose the round because we hesitate on what we're making. Sure, you can cut back, cut noise, but then the enemy team could have already rotated onto B. So it's like it's a gamble. Everything you do in this game is a gamble. And another rotation would be if we get the pick B and say it's a Killjoy playing B, right? And we get that Killjoy pick, I would personally instantly communicate with my team and attack, because Killjoy is one of the key players on B site, and that would just be there like a controller playing on a site like Sova or Killjoy. Once you get one of those picks, it's basically go time. But if it's like a floater, as in Jet, you can kind of... Jets usually... The duelists on defense usually float around. They don't have a set anchor point just to be more versatile. So let's say most Jets you see on Ascent usually play mid, because they would be playing with a op. Usually playing tree, A main, or B main. Jets usually want to take the contact because they can get out for free. They have their dash. It's like just for free. They can get out of jail card. So they usually want to take the contacts and play off of that. And let's say we have movements and gunfights, okay? You never want to stand still. You never, ever want to stand still in a gunfight because you're just dead meat. You stand still for a person that knows how to aim, you will get headshotted instantly. Say we're in a gunfight, you always want to stay moving. Movement is key. So what I mean by that is you want to strafe. What I've learned recently is there is no velocity in the game. Well, there is, but not in the way that CSGO players know it. So in CSGO, you would move, and then you would keep moving for a little bit, and then stop. But in Valorant, as you can see on my screen, you move, and then completely stop. So in this sense, There is no reason to counter strafe sometimes, but in many other times, say I'm in a gunfight, I want to move left, burst fire, move right, burst fire, move right, burst fire, burst right. You know, keep it. Sometimes if you swing left, right, it's very predictable. And if the person's spraying, which they shouldn't be, they will get lucky and kill you, unfortunately. So you want to move it up. You want to keep moving. Never stop moving. Always keep a headshot level. Move, move, move. Don't stop. Stay unpredictable. You want to keep going. Maybe even put a little crouch, you know? It's just something to throw off the enemy. And then what I got to reiterate is we covered positioning and movement. But the main thing I want you guys to take notes from is when you're holding an angle like this, is you want to move yourself back. Here, we can move to A. So, A main, right? Okay. Alright. Whoa! Bomb's been planted. Holy. Alright, now. It's usually planted for A main, so I'm going to play A main. So let's say it's a 1v1. He doesn't know where I am, but it's, you know, guaranteed. He taps bomb, right? What I see a lot of people do, even in higher elo, is they would peek like this. It's, what you gotta do is, if you're holding right here, you wanna slice the pie, as in, instead of just going and then thinking he's gonna be there, he could be right here, right here, right here, right here, right here. He could be anywhere. So you wanna, this is considered slicing the pie, where you slice the angle. Like this. Stop, shoot, stop, shoot, stop, shoot. Well, you don't shoot, but you slice. You slice. You check every possible angle for him. So, and as well, if you're standing right here, he taps bomb. So let's say this is me right here. I tap bomb. You see what I was talking about? If he's further from the angle and he's clearing it like pie slicing, we'll see each other at the same time, unless he peeks closer to the angle. I will see him before he sees me, and I'll just win, unfortunately, and the defender will, the person who planted the spike will lose, basically. And utility. This is the main point. This could win you rounds, win you losses, but it's utility usage. Even if I'm like a duelist, duelist utility can change the rounds. It's how can you use your utility to alter the rounds and think ahead. You don't want to just, let's say I'm playing here, a Sova drone drones up, and he's already up. The Sova drone's right here, and he's clearing. Throwing a Reyna blind would be useless, because it's already, the space has already been taken by the Sova drone. So you would want to hold on to your flashes when we're pushing onto a site. As in right here, it's very hard concept to, it's a very easy concept to grasp, but a very hard concept to master. As in, if you're a smokes player, you would want to smoke the obvious, the switch, and then up here or over here. It's the most common angles where you don't troll your teammates, basically. And it's saving your utility and calming with your teammates. Communication wins rounds and wins games. It is so important. So even if I'm a Reyna right, I could communicate, hey, I'm flashing high, or yeah, I'm flashing high, and then swing. So if I have a player right here, I can flash high, and then he can swing right off the flash. Or a better agent would be KO. Say I'm playing KO, and my teammate is holding this angle, right? He should be in reality holding this angle, but it's a flash, so hopefully my KO hits the flash. And you would want to be playing kind of close here, so you don't want to get exposed to this angle right here. But it's all hypothetical. It's all a scenario that's could and wouldn't happen, and you know how Valorant goes. It's RNG. The main things: aim, positioning, utility, and movement. And on top of that, it's learning the maps, the common angles, the common pre-fires, the off angles, callouts, etc. In this video, you can't master what I just said unless you put in the work. This is the fundamentals. The aim, crosshair placement. Crosshair placement is especially the most important thing you guys can work on. Reaction speed, precision, spray control, burst, and tap control. Positioning, micro positioning, rotations, timings, angles you choose to hold. Utility usage is obviously agent dependent, but regardless of how you pick, there will be many layers to learn. It's, like I said, very easy concept to think about, but very hard concept to grasp. As in, I will show you an example right now. It's learning your agent's utility. Einstein, I know. But it's doing your smokes like this, as in deeper. As in deeper, where they don't gain space. Unless a troll brimstone plays it like this, but hopefully you don't do that because they gain space. They can just play in the smoke, communicate with the teammate, flash for them, and then boom, swing. Easy pick. As in, a good brimstone would smoke deep so the enemy doesn't gain space. As in like that, where they have to swing out into the blind and, you know, die. And as well as like lineups. Lineups are very important with your agent specific. You have brimstone lineups, Silva lineups, Viper lineups, KO lineups. It's on you to learn your character. This game is it's team based, but each agent is specific in their own ability to play him. Once you learn the fundamentals and your agent's ability, you can put it all like a jigsaw puzzle into one big puzzle, solve it, and then play as a team, and then move on. Well, yep. I hope you guys enjoyed. This is for my teammates. I'll probably upload this to YouTube, and you know. Oh yes, my training routine. Aha. I like to click practice, and I usually single out one of the targets. So I try to follow him. I try to follow where he goes and where he isn't. It's a little fun game, and it's a good warm up. Then I would jump up here. I would track their heads. Tracking is very important that you want to work on. Is just tracking heads, switch track, burst, switch, burst, switch, burst, switch, burst, switch, and stuff like that. And then I pick Sage just for doing weird off angles at the range that you can't get. Okay. Is when you're standing up high, you can play something off. You know, make yourself keep guessing. Boom, boom, boom. Or sometimes I've seen one video of you put it up in the middle, swing, boom, swing, boom, slicing the pie, boom. You know, slicing the pie. Fundamentals: slicing pie, burst fire, tap fire. Never spray control. Never spray. Spraying is bad. You want to tap fire. Spraying, no. Very bad. And I'll probably just put something in the description of my training routine also, or my warm-up routine. Potato, tomato. Same thing. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Leave a like, subscribe, and if you have any questions, leave it in the comment section, and I'll be sure to check it out. And I hope you have a good one, and enjoy the rest of your day. See you.